How is it going, everyone? Laughing here, and once again, we've got our fantastic guest,
Sunbun.
Sunbun. Awesome, and we are doing a review for episode 2 of the Bad Batch. Cut and Run was the episode name. In a general sense, I'm going to let you know that we're going to talk freely about spoilers. Nothing that significant really happened in this episode to really justify a spoiler section being its own thing. So kind of a heads up on that. I want to let you guys know. So we will be talking very freely about the episode. But before we actually get into the discussion, I do want to talk about next week. It might sound silly, but next week is Mass Effect week. Obviously, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is going to be released, which I am very excited about.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for some more Mass Effect videos next week. I'm really excited, and we're actually collabing once again on a fun video. We'll leave it at that. We'll have it be a surprise. But I'm really excited for it. To kind of give a brief overview, going back to the Bad Batch, kind of doing a brief overview of that. So the episode we kind of watch the Bad Batch go to Silkamai, where they meet Cut and Sue. So if you don't remember, I believe it's like season 1 or 2. In the original Clone Wars, Rex kind of meets a clone deserter named Cut and his wife and 2 kids, Sue. And they kind of deal with that, and he's a deserter, and they gotta talk about that. And Rex is like, "I'm gonna turn you in," but he doesn't. So that's where the Bad Batch kind of goes to kind of meet with them to kind of try to get learn how to stay undercover, I guess, or kind of keep a low profile because they are on the run. And that's pretty much most of the episode is them trying to help the family escape Silkamai because there's too many clone troopers around, and the Bad Batch is also trying to, get out as well. So that's kind of a brief overview of the episode. I guess going to asking you, what did you think of the episode as a whole?
As a whole, I thought it was a bit lackluster.
Yeah, I would agree. It not a whole lot happened. I feel like there's two main things, right? We had Hunter getting his fatherliness going, if that makes sense, like learning how to be a father. And I guess we just kind of see Omega's curiosity. It's pretty much it for me, anyway.
There were a lot of redundant points, I think,
Mm-hmm.
in this episode. Um, it really seems like a fluff episode. Like certain things that were plot points or like the point of the episode existing definitely could have been included in a different episode that progressed the story more.
Yeah, I agree. Especially going from like Monday when we had hour long episode, and it was well paced, but there was a lot of stuff that was going on to this episode where it just wasn't a whole lot. Like we do kind of see a little bit more of the Republic going to the Empire because everyone has like these chain codes and the galactic currency's changing. So that part I found interesting, but that's very like background stuff. That's not direct kind of plot when it comes to the characters, which for me is kind of a bummer to be honest with you. So, I mean, what did you like about the episode overall?
I liked seeing Sue again, and I liked seeing her in action too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was a great character, and I wish we saw her more,
Mm-hmm.
especially in Clone Wars. But
Yeah.
I understand why it's like a one-off episode. I get it. No, she's totally BA, and I like seeing her like attack that Nexu to save Omega there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I agree, and we do get to see a Nexu. I know it's a very like small thing, but I don't know. Whenever I see one of the creatures that was in the arena in episode 2, I'm like, ooh, because they're kind of cool. I don't know, they're fun creatures. Cool. So yeah, that was kind of cool to see. Animated in more Clone Wars style.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? What else did you like about the episode?
What else did I like about it?
Mm-hmm. about it?
Yeah.
All right.
I honestly didn't really care for this episode. It just seemed unnecessary. We should have moved more, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I wanted to have, I don't know, something else kind of happen in the episode. It wasn't boring, but I don't know. Like it didn't like we said before, it just didn't really move the plot forward that much. Like they go to the planet, they leave the planet. Like we don't even know where they're gonna go next. Like it had no real direction. Whereas like at the very least, like last week at the very end, we went to J19 sector, right? Like we knew like they had something going on, and now at the end they're all on the ship. Yay!
Yeah, it really seems the whole entire point of this episode was to show us that people have to register themselves. They have to have chain codes, and basically just entire registries are being made so everyone can be tracked and documented.
Yep.
I feel like basically the whole point of this episode was just to show that, and to show the viewers Omega wants to stay with Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Which she already told us. We already knew this.
Yeah.
Like, we knew this. We didn't need this whole extra episode to tell us again.
Yeah, I guess for me, this might sound weird, but I wish that they had these sort of like fake out of Omega is leaving the Bad Batch later on in the season. Because, like, it's episode 2, right?
Yeah.
We know Omega's not going to leave the Bad Batch. Like, really anyone could guess, right? Because she just joined them. It's not going to happen, right? If I feel like it was later on in the season, like more closer to the end, it'd be more believable of like, oh, like is she actually gonna like leave the Bad Batch and go with Cut and Sue, you know? But it's just so early. It's like, no, she's gonna obviously stay with them, and like, yeah, like what's the point in even trying to fake us out at this point?
Storytelling wise, it would have been more interesting if she did leave with them, and then we could see the two different stories going on, and maybe she develops whatever her unique powers are with them in this like family unit, and how that looks.
Yeah.
Nope.
I will say
it was just a whole lot of nothing. Just
I will say it was I think the right choice honestly would have been Omega going with them.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I don't know, like I get that's, you know, kind of probably defeats the purpose of the show, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know, as parents, like, she should have just gone with them. With Cut and Sue, it would have made more sense. There's their kids. They know how to like raise kids. You know, and it's not like they're like a bunch of soft people. Like, you know, we saw Sue in action, and we know Cut can hold his own. You know, it's not like, you know, she's not gonna learn anything like that. So I don't know. I was, I feel like they could have pushed that further back into the season, because if they keep on doing this whole, you know, will she, won't she, like, leave the Bad Batch thing, it's just going to get annoying if they do it again, in my opinion. Like, they'd have to do extra super well if they're going to try to pull it off again later in the season or what have you. Yeah. So, I don't know. What, anything particularly negative that you didn't like about the episode?
Just the lack of progress.
The lack of progress.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I did think of something else that I appreciated. When they did land on the planet and Omega came off the ship, I thought the art was very beautiful. The lighting was great, and they really did a good job capturing that like child sense of wonder. And there was a specific scene where she was just like looking up and around, and the crops and plants were all around her, and the sun was shining in such a way that everything felt warm and whimsical.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was nice. That was a nice moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. The animation in the episode, of course, fantastic. So no surprise there. Nothing really changed animation wise from Clone Wars season 7, which was also fantastic. So look forward to see more of that, to be honest. So I did take some notes here. Yeah, so we already talked about the chain codes. Interesting thing too is it looks like they're getting rid of the Republic credits and are replacing them with Imperial credits. And the way for citizens to basically turn their old credits in is to get a chain code. So I thought that was somewhat interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mention Rex actually in the episode? He was name dropped, and that was about it.
Yeah, that he was apparently there the day before
Yeah.
Bad Batch shows up.
Yep, just missed him, and they didn't know where he was gonna go either. Which, like, once again, I wish, like, in the episode they're like, "Oh yeah, this is Rex told me he was going to, XYZ," or even it could have been Broad, right? And the Bad Batch is like, "Oh yeah, we should go and try to find him," because they mentioned the implant chips and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have no idea where they're going at this point, which I guess is fine, but
I think that's fine.
I don't know. They just once again didn't move anything forward. What else? Oh yeah. By the way, they never explained how the Bad Batch knows them. Like at all.
Oh, the LeQuains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice. They were apparently familiar enough that the kids called Wrecker Uncle Wrecker.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure there was like some battles on Sulukmai, during the Clone Wars. So I mean, I guess them going there would make sense, but like at that point, they didn't know Rex. Rex is and that kind of squad were the only ones that really knew about him.
Mm-hmm.
So they also just happened to stumble upon them. I guess that's a really small point, but I wish that was kind of explained. Personally.
I would have appreciated that too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, this episode kind of weak, to be honest with you. Kind of a weak way to finish off Star Wars week, in my humble opinion.
I agree.
The action.
It's got to get better though.
It will.
I doubt it will stay at this pace and level.
Yeah, I hope so.
Of storytelling.
I definitely hope so. I mean, like, episode 1 said it had a lot of really good setup. I thought they did a really good job setting up the season 1 as a whole. So they just need to, I feel like, pick up some of the story beats from that and expand on them. Should be good. I will say the action at the end of the episode was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. Interesting thing is they did actually, Bad Batch did shoot and kill other clone troopers.
Yes.
Which I found interesting. They don't make a big deal out of it in the show, which I also found somewhat interesting because, like, they're like stunning clone troopers at first, but then like shit hits the fan, if you will, and then like Hunter's just like double tapping them.
Yes.
It's like, oh, okay, well, I get it. You're protecting Omega, but damn. So wasn't expecting that, and yeah, no one even says anything about it. So I don't know. Found that kind of weird. Was kind of bummed, especially like at the end of season 7 of Clone Wars, and make a big deal of not shooting clones. I know that was mostly Ahsoka, but I don't know. I feel like they could have at least mentioned something, like, oh, we killed Regs. We killed other clone troopers. I know, like, they had kind of a superiority complex when it came to the Regs, but still,
Mm-hmm.
I think killing them's a little
At least
wild.
like one comment, like, this is awful. Or
Yeah.
Something
Nah,
would have been good.
they don't care, apparently.
And maybe that's fine too. Maybe they have to think in black and white like that in this situation.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, all the regulars are all crazy now, so yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, before I guess we throw some numbers down, any other kind of comments or thoughts?
No,
No?
I really feel like we covered everything.
Fair enough.
It's not that much to dissect.
No, sadly this week not a whole lot to dissect. Hopefully next week it's a little bit more of a meaty episode. I have a feeling it will be.
I feel like it has to be.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of get by because we had all that content on Monday. It kind of skates by But yeah, I mean, seeing Cut and Sue was great. Yep, pretty much sums it up.
Yes.
So, what would you rate this episode, Cut and Run?
I'm giving it a 4.
A 4, below average. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I like stories.
Mhm.
And there just wasn't much story. It's as high as it is because of seeing Sue in action and getting that child wonder and exploration
Mhm.
downright. Otherwise, it'd be less.
Fair enough. Dang,
Yep.
you are harsh on your reviews.
Yes.
So probably no surprise, I'm going to end up giving it a 6. I think it was slightly above average TV. At the end of the day, I'd say it's below average for Clone Wars, but as a whole, production quality, animation, music, the characters, all very good still. Just the plot and story for this episode was lackluster and kind of boring, to be honest with you. So, but not particularly bad. There wasn't like huge plot holes or anything like that. So I'm gonna sit on a 6 for this one. So total evened out, that brings us to a 5. Just an average episode, which
Sounds right.
I feel like is fair. So yeah, I don't know. Any closing remarks for you? No? Think that is the no. All right. Yeah, I got nothing else to add. So we are going to do more live streams like this on the Fridays when they come out. We got kids, and kind of depending on when our youngest one takes a nap, kind of depends on when we can live stream and do this. So kind of keep an eye out for our live streams going forward on Friday, probably between like noon and 1, more than likely. I'm just gonna make sure we have no comments real quick on here. Nope. All right. Cool. Well, yeah. Catch us some more next week for next week's review, and then as well as Mass Effect as well. I will be streaming that on Twitch, specifically when that comes out. I will be streaming pretty much the entire game. So it should be exciting.
I'm very much looking forward to this.
Yes. And we also have some more Mass Effect videos coming out. I know you guys love them, so you ask, you shall receive. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, take care.
Bye.